Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another video here in Mexico. Today we are in the city of Comitán, and from what I understand, Comitán is a unique food city. There are a lot of foods here in Comitán, local foods that are regional and only found here in Comitán, so I'm very excited to go ahead and try it out. We're gonna head down to the market right now in the center of the city, and obviously that's the best way to sort of get introduced to cuisine here in Comitán, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and start eating our way through the city. First stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Comedor Lupita. We're inside the market. This is the Primero de Mayo market, the 1st of May market. And I was walking around, I didn't really know what to get. It seemed like I tried everything. But I came to this stall, I saw a lot of people, like there are a lot of people here trying out the food. I asked what they had. They had a lot of different options available, but they had an Asado de Puerto, which is like a pork stew. Now, I've had a lot of pork stews here in Mexico, so it's got a high bar to try to beat, so I'm excited to see whether it's gonna beat that high bar. First off, it looks amazing. The sauce, the gravy, it's so nice and thick. I'm very excited, and the best part is you can see them literally just cooking it right down. So like, this is a family-run business. You've got all these huge pots with all these different stews. This feels home cooked. This feels amazing. We're gonna go ahead and just try the stew, the actual broth itself. Let's try it out. Yeah, that's very, very rich. It's actually not that much of like a meaty umami broth. It's actually more of a very like nice and peppery broth, which I really like. Never had a stew like this before, so absolutely amazing. We're gonna go ahead and try the rice. I'm just gonna put some of the sauce on top of the rice because the rice looks pretty white, pretty plain. Let's go ahead and try out the rice. Yeah, really good. Like I said, that sauce, that pepperiness is really, really good. It's almost like a pepper pork. Amazing. All right. Now to spice things up, there are onions. There are also chilies. We're gonna get to that later, but they've got some tortillas. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to get a little bit of this tortilla and I'm gonna get it inside the sauce, really soak it up and get all that sauce up. This is gonna be amazing. Incredible. That sauce, that tortilla. Gracias. No quieres después. Está bien. The tortilla just soaks up all the stewed sauce and all that goodness, which is incredible. Okay, it's a pork stew. Obviously, we've got to try the pork. Oh wow, that just cuts apart so easily. It's so tender. All right, let's go ahead and try out the pork. Oh my god. I've said that I've had a lot of tender pork in Mexico. This is the most tender. It just melted. That just completely melted in my mouth. Didn't even put up a fight. Like that just dissolved. I have to do this. I have to get a tortilla. I'm gonna get the pork. This is gonna be incredible. It's just the smoothest melt in your mouth, softest pork ever that you know it's been cooking for a really, really, really long time. Absolutely incredible. I mean, the plate, it's so delicious. The sauce, for me, it's the stew. The fact that the stew has so much flavor and that it's so thick and nice and peppery. Everything's just amazing. The pork is soft. The sauce is amazing. Wow. Definitely when you come to the market, you've got to come here and, of course, get the tortilla and mix it in. I love the atmosphere here. It's just busy, hectic. Everybody's eating local Mexican food, and everybody's absolutely loving it. For 45 pesos, that was an exceptional meal. The pork stew for me. That pork just melts in your mouth and the sauce. Incredible. Alright, I'm pretty full, but I think we can maybe get like a drink or a dessert, see what's around here and try it out.
¿De maíz?
¿Granillo eso?
Sí, este es granillo.
¿Eso?
Y este es jucuatol, atolito agrio. Es de maíz también.
Es maíz, pero ¿cuál es la diferencia?
Este es maíz fermentado y este es maíz quebrado.
Ah, ¿y eso?
Este es el mismo que es. Sí.
Dame uno de atole. Sí, vaya. Sí. Gracias.
A ti que te vaya muy bien.
Alright, inside the market there are a ton of little stalls selling atole, and I decided, you know what, since I've come to Comitán, might as well try out the atole here. Here I saw in the stall they had some cinnamon sticks inside the atole, so I'm very excited to see how that will taste like. Let's go ahead and try this out. Nice, thick and warm. That's what atole is all about. You've got that little like corn taste to it. But yeah, I love the cinnamony, spicy taste to it. It's almost like a Christmas drink every time I get atole. But this one's really, really thick, really, really nice. That's what you're looking for in an atole. And I have to say, absolutely love it. Really, really delicious. All right, I think I'm gonna continue walking around the city, and I'll see you guys when we eat again. ¿Cuánto sería?
12.
Alright, well, it's roughly dinner time, but we're not gonna actually have a complete meal today. We're currently at the main Plaza area. I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but that's the main Plaza. And there's just a bunch of little stalls selling tons and tons of different types of food. There's gonna be so many options tonight. We're just gonna be eating here. There's like 3-4 different things I wanna try that are only unique here to Comitán. And we're starting off with one that I've never seen in any other part of Mexico. First unique thing that I've only seen here in Comitán is something called a butifarra. What is it? It's like a sausage sort of thing. It's got carrots, it's got two tostadas on the side, got lemon and some salsa. I have no idea what this tastes like, but I do know that Chiapas is famous for their sausages. So that's why when I saw this, I said I had to try it out. Unfortunately, they only had one sausage left. It was the last sausage. So if it's so popular, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty good. We're gonna go ahead. I think the proper way to eat this is first off to squeeze some lemon. You gotta squeeze some lemon on top of the meat just to give it that bit of acidity. I think after that, we're gonna get some of the carrots, get like a piece of meat on there. Oh, this is gonna be a messy bite. Everything is pretty glued together. Okay, we're gonna try and figure this out. All right, we've got a little bit of carrots and some a piece of the sausage. Let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, that is such an insanely strong meaty flavor. The salsa really, really nice. It's kind of like a sourness. I'm not sure if that's coming from the lemon or the salsa, but that sourness is so helpful because that meat, it almost tastes like a Chinese sausage. Literally the best way I can describe it. It's super, super meaty. It's got like a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's also got a very, very strong, fatty, meaty texture to it. The carrots give it a nice little crispy bite to it, but really, really unique. The sausage is cold, so it's like kind of like a cold deli sort of meat thing going on. It's really, really unique, really crazy. It's very simple. I mean, it's just a tostada with meat on it, but it's totally different from anything I've ever had here in Mexico. Like I said, the flavor, it's just kind of bizarre to me. It's kind of like a Chinese sausage, but it's cold. And it has like a very, very strong, fatty, meaty flavor mixed in with a little bit of sweetness. So if you're looking for local food here in Comitán, come to the market. This is pretty interesting. I'm gonna finish this up and we've got a lot more food on our way. Gracias. ¿Y cuándo sería?
12.
Muchas gracias. All right, next up, right across from that stall, there's just so many stalls over there behind me. We've got to try everything out. I'm only here in Comitán once, but we've got something called pan compuesto. Also, something I've never seen in all of Mexico, except here in Comitán. What is it? They're kind of like mini little burger sandwiches inside filled with chicken, carrots, and mayonnaise. Something I'm realizing is that carrot is a very important ingredient here in Comitán. I mean, earlier when we had those sausages, they also had carrots on it, and here at the pan compuesto, they also have sausages. She also helped to put a little bit of salsa, which I'm very, very appreciative of. Muchas gracias. So let's go ahead and try this out. Oh wow. It's so simple but so good. It's kind of like a mayonnaise chicken salad sandwich, except here they put carrots instead of lettuce because you've still got that creamy mayonnaise-y flavor, which I absolutely love. And then when she puts in that salsa, it sort of makes it like a spicy mayo, which is really, really interesting. The chicken just tender, falling apart, just completely melts in your mouth. But the bread is really, really nice and bouncy too. It's almost like a hot dog bun. It's really, really nice and bouncy. It's really, really simple food, but it's just absolutely delicious. I'm in love with how good this is. It's so simple, but so good. And all of these foods so far have been 12 pesos. It's kind of like a night market here. They've sort of standardized the price. Everybody's only going to charge 12 pesos. I think they probably have an agreement or something like that. And it's absolutely delicious. All right, we're gonna finish these pan compuestos up. They come in orders of 3, so we've got 2 more. And then I'll continue on and eating more food here at the night market. All right, next stop is literally the next stall from the other stall we had earlier. Like I said, there's just so many unique foods here. We've got to try them all out. Next thing we've gotten here is a chalupa. Now, if you remember when we were in Puebla, we had chalupas. But those chalupas are a little bit different. They were like fried, and then you had chicken and salsa on it. This is a very different type of chalupa. Instead of actually like a tortilla skin, they have tostadas, which are already like fried, they're not like freshly fried. And the ingredients are very different. You can see that they put beans on the bottom, which is not what we had in Puebla. They have carrots. Once again, carrots seem to be a recurring theme here in Comitán. And I think they've got some like celery or lettuce or something like that. It looks interesting. I've never had this before. Let's go ahead and try this out. Gracias. As you can tell, that just crumbled apart because it is a tostada. But wow, that is very, very interesting. Unlike the ones in Puebla, these chalupas are not oily at all. They just have no oil to them. They're kind of like a salad. They kind of taste like a salad. The lettuce and the carrots actually bring a little bit of like a herby, vegetable-y sort of bitterness to it. The beans, really, really nice and creamy. I don't know what they do about the beans here. I mean, we had the beans here, we had the beans at the pan compuesto. These beans are really, really nice and smooth. And they're not like fluffy beans like I've had in other parts. They're kind of like a paste and they're really, really nice. The chicken, they have some chicken in there as well. The chicken is just nice and just sort of another texture to add in there, a little bit crispier. But for me, I still prefer the chalupas from Puebla. But these chalupas are very, very different. They're very fresh. They're kind of like a salad. It's kind of like a chalupa salad is the best way I can describe it. But yeah, the carrots and the lettuce and everything, it just makes it all crunchy and fresh. And obviously with the tostada being just literally a cracker, it just all crumbles together when you bite it in. So it's a bit of a messy eat, but it's absolutely delicious. And just like everything else we've had so far, it's 12 pesos. So it's just, I think they've pretty much standardized the price for everything here.
¿Salsa?
Sí, salsa. ¿Me puedes dar más salsa? Muchas gracias. ¿Cuánto sería? All right, next stop is literally the next stall. Like I said, we're just jumping, we're just stall hopping today. All those stalls there, we're gonna try as many as we can. This one here is an empanadita. But these empanadas are not the ones that I've had before. I've had ham empanadas, I've got chicken empanadas, I've got sweet empanadas before, but I've never had adobado, which is stewed pork empanadas. These look amazing, and once again, they topped it off with lettuce and carrots. Carrots, once again, I don't know what it is about carrots here in Comitán, but they're definitely very, very important. They're a very important ingredient here. Let's go ahead and try one of these empanadas out. Oh, they look absolutely amazing, and they're just so crispily fried. Let's go ahead and try it out. That is delicious. The dough. Previous empanadas I've had, the dough is literally like a cracker, but here, it's like dough. It's doughy. It's actually like, and it's not a very thick layer, but it's actually doughy. It's not just a biscuit, which I actually like more. It's kind of like a pastry on the inside. The pork, super, super soft. Not a lot of it on the inside. That's my only complaint, but the flavor of the pork is just incredible. It's just stewed really, really well. You can taste some spices, and of course, with the salsa on the outside, the whole thing becomes spicy. But the pork on the inside, oh my goodness. It's got like a, when I mean spices, I mean like Mexican spices and sort of flavors to it. It's not too salty. It's actually a little bit sweet actually on the inside, but that spicy salsa just brings it all together, of course, with the carrots and the lettuce. It's absolutely amazing. What I love, like I said, is the dough. The dough here is not too thick, but it's also not a cracker. It's just the perfect balance. Only complaint I have is there was more pork and they really, really stuffed it a little bit more. That would make me a lot happier, but this is absolutely delicious. Once again, for the same price of 12 pesos. You can eat like a king here in Comitán, just going around these stalls, eating everything for 12 pesos. I want to finish this up, and I think we've mostly covered most of the stalls. We're going to try and get something sweet to finish off the night.
¿Los 20 de casualidad no tienes?
No. Alright, I can't believe I've never tried this here in Mexico, but there's a chain of ice cream called La Michoacana. I'm not sure if they're all connected to each other, but you can see them in every city in Mexico, and I haven't tried one yet, so I've got to try it. This is an ice cream shop. It's a very popular ice cream shop, and they have tons and tons of flavors that you can find all around Mexico. I asked them what the most popular one was. They had chocolate chips, and peanut. So I'm gonna try it out. I got a cone with it. The total price is 20 pesos, so it's actually more expensive than anything we've had at that night market, but it looks really, really good, and the scoops are massive. Like, these are pretty massive scoops. Maybe it's because I'm coming later in the day and they want to clear off their stock, but looks really good. Let's go ahead and try out the peanut first. Well, that is actually not that sweet. Very, very peanutty. And they have actual peanuts in there as well. You can see the actual peanuts, so that brings it a little bit of crispiness. Ooh, I really like the peanutty one. Very, very peanutty. All right, let's go ahead and try the chocolate chip. Oh yeah. I get why the chocolate chip is so popular. It's the most popular flavor, and I totally get why. It's kind of like an Oreo mix to it. Really, really good. Wow, what an amazing way to end the day today. I mean, we've tried so much delicious local food here from Comitán. It's incredible. I didn't know that Comitán had so much unique food. That night market over there, I swear, it's heaven. It's heaven on earth. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go back and we're gonna keep eating more. There's so much food to try there, and I can't wait to share it with you guys in the upcoming videos. So make sure to stay tuned, and I will see you guys on the next food and travel video. Make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.